Ladies and gentlemen, Pics and Clips, episode 2. I bet you there's going to be multiple times where I'm going to say Pics and Lists. Jackson, get out of here. But anyway, this is episode 2, going to be 90% the exact same as the first one. The only difference is instead of every player having their own individual 3 lifelines, there's going to be 3 total lifelines as a unit, 1 per round. So instead of it being to screw other people over, now it's used strategically. So every non-lifeline answer is going to be worth 2 points, and every lifeline one is going to drop down to 1, but for the entire unit. So with that said, we have 6 players today, 5 in right now, and then Joseph's going to be joining us soon. So start off with Zach, then we have Jacob, then we have Rick, then we have Mesa, and then we have Eric. Guys, that didn't go in the order I wanted it. But guys, overall, I'm going to start with Zach. How you feeling? Did you watch the first episode? Are you familiar with the concept? And what are your thoughts in general of the concept?
I haven't watched the first episode yet, but I'm always ready to compete and just looking to have fun.
There you go. Same question to you, Jacob.
Haven't watched the first one. I know. I'm sorry. But I am always happy to compete. So, yeah, I'm ready to go.
There you go. Rick, I do know you watched the first episode, yes. So give them a little general review of your thoughts. Down to movie, what are your thoughts on the first episode?
Yeah, no, I reached out to you as soon as I finished watching the first episode. I was like, next time you do it, like, I'd love to do it. I think it's a fun, like, mashup of Framed with, like, a 15 or 10-second clip, the first one, I think 15 tonight. It's just a fun, like, mixture. I think you do, like, kind of genre categories, at least.
Yeah, today's even more unique, so it's gonna have more fun with it today.
But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. I really like the format. I think it's a cool, fresh idea. So
exactly, and kind of my thought process. Shout out to the Movie Hero Network. They did their Seen and Heard Free for All, and that's just a show that I like. But also, more importantly, for me personally, of why I thought I could do this is my personal Facebook page is the one where I post my framed its, and I just get comments every day of just everyone, people that I haven't even talked to, but they continuously go on mine just for that daily one and show the love. So I just thought it made sense that I'd do this. Macy, you already mentioned that you hadn't watched the first episode, but conceptually, what are your thoughts on just still shots, both for 15-second movie clips as well as screen grabs?
Definitely very interested. I was in the same boat as Rick and saying that I saw this coming up, and I saw that there was the first episode already played on it, and just hearing the concept was really interesting. And I am also here to have fun, but I'm also here to, I'm down to, just to, see, the little competition is going to flare up a little bit. So, like, while I am going to have fun, I kind of want to, take names, take ass.
I definitely understand that. As someone who is mad, super competitive, just as a person of my own right, something that I've tried to, make consistent on my channel is the non-league based game shows, whether even if it's trivia based, nothing at stake other than the fact of just street cred and just showing off your knowledge. Because at the end of the day, nerds don't get anything, except for personal, feelings of, all this nerdum that we've been doing on our own, where no one gets to watch, but now we get to show it off a little bit. Eric, you're a mad supporter. I appreciate you always. What are your thoughts on the concept and your panel tonight?
Oh, this is a great panel. Everyone, these people here is pretty great players, including Joseph. Nice to meet you, Joseph. I've seen your matches. You're extremely good. But it's not. I did see the first episode yesterday, and it was pretty fun. So I have to be there.
There you go. And last but not least, it is ironic that he showed up late. Joseph, someone who I haven't been able to hang out with in a while. I know he's a super busy person, but whenever you see him in the trivia sphere, you're definitely always impressed. Joseph, what are your thoughts on the concept? I know you always participate in the frames on my Facebook page. You're one of those ones, the regulars. So what are your thoughts on just the concept of screen grabs as well as video clips?
I like it. That the connection with the frames is exactly why I was interested in signing up. And yeah, thanks for having me on here.
There you go. All right. So with that said, just a reminder, round 1 and 3, the odds are going to be picks. And rounds 2 and 4, the evens are going to be clips. And today's clips are 15 seconds instead of 10 like the first episode. I just figured give it a shot because the first episode didn't run too long. An extra 5 seconds per clip isn't going to, break the bank. So with that said, the first round one of picks, your genre. This is the only one with a genre. The rest have themes because I couldn't figure out a way to connect all of them. Your first genre is going to be sci-fi. So your first, and just a reminder, because Joseph, you showed up late. Instead of it being 3 lifelines per player, it's 1 lifeline per round of director, top build, or exact year. But everyone as a group only gets 1 per round. So just keep that in mind. Use it wisely because you only get 1 total. So with that said, pick 1. I love that. I didn't even have to press play because it's a pick and it just is right there. So once again, just a reminder, if anyone wants to do this, do it as a video file, and even on the pictures, save those. If you have Apple, just go to iMovie and then just upload it on iMovie and then save it as just a 5-second clip, and then have them all as video files so that you can pop them up video file just like this, and then boom, you get a perfect little thing. So with that said, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna start with Shelton.
Is 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Jacob.
2001: A Space Odyssey.
Rick.
2001: A Space Odyssey.
Lisa. All right, he's muted, but just I see it. Eric.
2001, una odisea espacial.
Okay, that's my boy. Joseph.
2001: A Space Odyssey.
In Italian or whatever you speak, Joseph. Yes, that is correct. Even though that's one of the more popular movies, I tried to pick one that's not as obvious, so I'm glad it didn't trip anyone up, but also, dang it, didn't trip anyone up. All right, going on to your next one.
Are they 2 pointers or
yes, it is 2 points. I will update. So good call. I will update as you guys are looking at this one.
Yeah, no problem.
I will say, just as me as the one doing all these, what I do is I pick my first movie and I base the theme around it, so all the other ones are going to be themed. And then I actually purposely pick clips or still shots that are not 100% random, but also not giveaways at the same time. And then I try and do a classic, which is something pre-80s, an 80s, a 90s, a 2000s or 2010s, and then a 2020. So I try and really spread it out so everyone's fair game, no biases. So with that said, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start with Joseph.
Dune, more specifically, David Lynch's Dune.
Eric.
I didn't specify, but I did say Dune.
Mesa, if he comes back, we'll only give him until Shelton's done because it's got to be fair to everyone. Rick.
Dune.
Jacob.
May thy blade chip and shatter, Dune.
What if someone unexpectedly put the wrong year, but trying to specify not the recent one? That would be awkward. Sheldon.
I guess Starship Troopers.
Ooh, that is unfortunate.
Wait, did I get the wrong year?
No, because 2 people said the year, so I just made that joke of hypothetically, what if someone did that? I'm going to give Mesa 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So unfortunately, he's not going to be eligible for that point. Got to be fair to everyone. I get it. It's an internet-based show, but also have to be fair. And I'm going to wait for him. He's going to get relatively as much time as you would expect. Nothing really extra. Just, once again, got to be fair to everyone. Got to set a precedent. Moving on to your third pick. Wow, that moves so much faster doing it this way with video file. So yes, I recommend, because otherwise, if you want to do a picture where everyone's on screen, you have to screen share, and then you have to do all that different stuff, and then you have to move your screen personally multiple times. Mesa came right back, so he's eligible for this one. Unfortunately, Mesa, I just give you an update because you had to drop out. I get it, internet sucks, but you were not eligible for that last point. Just to be fair.
Did I figure out, was it Dune?
It was, but unfortunately, just because of I get it. I just got to be fair.
All right, fair. Yeah.
Holy cow! What was that?
Sorry, that was on my end.
Okay. What the heck?
So
party.
what do we have to do to be able to use a lifeline here?
You just have to be the one saying, I want to use our round lifeline, and then you have.
I want to use the lifeline.
Okay. Director, top 2 build, or exact year.
Top 2 build.
Okay. Your top 2 build are Keanu Reeves and Dolph Lundgren.
Fucking hell, bro. What was it? Clue again?
Keanu Reeves and Dolph Lundgren. I saw you lag there a little bit.
All right.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ben's down. Mesa, you're lagging. So
Shitty internet talk.
I'm going to go to Mesa first just because you're lagging. Mesa. 5, 4, 3.
Oh.
Mesa, going to you first because you're lagging. 3, 2, 1. Last call,
Me?
Mesa.
Yeah, Steve.
Last call. Okay. Saw it at the last minute, but we got to figure out your internet, Mesa, because, just live base show. Let's go over to Shelton.
I hopefully spelling is not an issue. I said Johnny Mnemonic.
Luckily, no one asked that ahead of time because that would have been annoying. Jacob.
Constantine.
Unfortunately, that is not correct. I will spoil that. Rick.
I thought about asking, but I knew to keep my mouth shut. Johnny Mnemonic.
Good boy. Eric.
Yeah, I also said Johnny Mnemonic.
Yeah, it is something that I learned today that I never would have gotten right if I would have had to spell it ahead of time. Joseph.
Last second, Johnny Mnemonic.
That is correct. And I want to bring this up one more time. Just I tried my best to make that like a clear photo, but that was the best I could do to like also not be any random scene that clearly isn't that or like would be super hard. You know what I mean? I tried to do the context and that was the best I could do. So yes, that is Keanu Reeves in that picture there.
Totally glad I used the lifeline I did.
Yeah, I was going to put the Event Horizon. Okay.
That's fair. All right. And then now your next one, which that's going to be number 4. Sorry. His internet issue just messing me up a little bit. All right, number 4.
Jesus.
Mesa, your device is not connected. Unfortunately, we got to do a 3 strikes rule. So if you're messed up one more time, right in the future, just because we're trying to keep it moving. It's unfortunate, but once again, got to set a precedent. It's the best way to be fair. Oh, he moved to his phone. Let's see if it's helped. Mesa, you good? Can you hear me? We'll do a mic check. Mesa. Now looking good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna start with Mesa just to give him the benefit of the doubt. If not, that's gonna be his last chance, just to be fair to everyone. Mesa, 3, 2, 1. Do you have an answer? All right, Mesa, just to be fair to one, I'm going to have to move on. So just so everyone's understanding, that's just unfortunately how a cookie crumbles. Let's go over to Joseph.
I guess Spaceballs.
Okay. Eric.
I don't know. I guess Sunshine.
Rick.
I guess the Life, the one with I think it's Jake Gyllenhaal and Ryan Reynolds.
Jacob.
Alien.
And Shelton.
I guess Ex Machina.
One of you is correct. It was, in fact, Life.
Oh, nice.
Life. That was, in fact, Calvin in that screenshot.
Haven't seen it.
I highly recommend you, as you're always a horror guy. A lot of people like to do the lazy knock of, oh, it's just an Alien ripoff, but no, it's really good.
The ending is crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Still have not seen it.
Yeah, does it break the bank? Does it, cover new ground? No, but it's really good. And with that star-studded cast, your final one.
No. So the thing I've heard about Life is that some people were saying that it was like a Venom prequel. It's coming up.
That was the fun, conspiracy theory. But no, it's confirmed it's not. Obviously, especially because Venom came out after. But
yeah,
it was definitely a fun little. But no. What's J. Jonah Jameson's son? His name? James? John Jameson. No, John Jameson.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go over to Shelton.
I didn't have anything.
Ooh, unfortunately, nothing. Jacob.
That's gonna be a nope from me, dog.
I like that joke, but I hate it at the same time. Rick.
I'm very disappointed in myself. I put a rival.
Mesa. I'm sorry. That was a kick in the mouth there. Eric.
That's Jean Jacket in Nope.
Whoa. Spoilers on trivia. And Joseph.
A very doubtful nope.
What does that mean, Joseph?
He wasn't sure.
You weren't confident? But yes, that was in fact nope, and it was Jean Jacket.
Okay, thank goodness.
All right, so after round 1, unfortunately, we had to say goodbye to Mesa. I see him playing along in the background. He got it right, but I can't, give him points. I got to be fair because of the internet connections. But with that said, Joseph, Rick, and Eric are all tied at 7, Jacob at 6, and Zach Mesa at 3. All right, so with that said, we're going into our very first clip.
Before you do it, do you need me to close the door? See if that helps not do noise.
Because I got to load this up anyway. Whatever makes you comfortable. It's All right. So with that said, here's our very first clip. Joseph's coming back. Round 2, clip 1. Also, rename your things and so it's easy to pop up, and also you don't spoil it because when you pop these up. So with that said, all right, first clip.
Get back! Yeah, and fuck your mother! Fuck you! Oh, wait! Stop, officer! That's an order! Hey!
You gotta love to hear Spanish in today's Independence Day of Mexico.
All right, so I'm gonna give Mesa one more chance because I see him in the background consistently moving. Mesa, I'm gonna give you that chance. I saw you saw it, so we're just gonna play along like you were. You're muted.
Are we getting the
sorry. Your theme. Good call, Rick. Classic Hollywood is your theme in terms of like movie related, plot wise. Classic Hollywood. Obviously not classic films. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start with Shelton.
LA Confidential.
All right. Let's go over to Jacob.
Unfortunately, starring the execrable Kevin Spacey, LA Confidential.
That is always something that's going to be said. Let's go over to Rick.
LA Confidential.
All right. Some of you aren't scumbags so far. Eric.
LA Confidential.
All right. And Joseph.
I'm waiting for them to use this on Framed. LA Confidential.
They haven't.
And Mesa. I respect that you play. I will give you the no point because I did see it in the background. I technically count you up, but I can't give you the other ones. But I will give you the no point and the LA Confidential. So I will put you up to 7. I see what you're saying. You're muted, but I cannot give you Johnny Mnemonic just to be fair to everyone. Internet connections, but I got to be fair. With that said, your second clip.
He's showing a lot of dedication. He's in his car playing. I like that.
And that's why I gave him technically a 4 chance, even on being fair. But hey, guys, precedent's still set.
Goes to bed. I open up a box out of bourbon. I light up. I pour myself a cognac, and I watch. The 14 fists of McCluskey. What a picture.
So and this is not a knock on Jordan Anderson for Seen and Heard, but sometimes you have to purposely edit some of the clips to make them to not make them too easy, but also to showcase what you're trying to showcase for a certain movie. And this was a perfect example of that. If that clip went on an extra second or extra second on either side, it's a easy one. If not, might be a medium one. 5, 4, 3. And Mesa's gone. All right. Mesa, I'm trying my best.
I saw his board, though.
Okay. Joseph.
He had Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Okay. Joseph's vouching for you, and he's an AI. Eric.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Rick.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Jacob.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I'm proud of you guys. I thought that might have been a little harder because, Shino's in the one scene. And Shelton.
That was definitely the answer. The only one I came up with.
It's same year, same actor. Yeah.
So I figured out what the problem was. I had my thing on mute when I joined into the studio for the first time, so that's why I couldn't fucking hear anything.
Well, I'm glad you got it now. But Joseph vouched for you did get that point, even though the internet's not going to love that. With that said, we're going on to the next clip.
Thank you, boss.
All right, the next one. Ooh, this one's fun.
It was so simple.
Would that it were so simple.
Would that it were so simple.
Would that it were so simple.
My dear boy, why do you say that? Why do you say twere?
Well, you should say it like I said.
Yes.
Would that it were.
This one was the hardest one to narrow down 15 seconds because I just wanted this. There was at least 45 seconds of this clip. I'm to make it whole. So I had to try my best to still get the value of this clip of why I picked this one. No hints yet. No lifelines. I like it. 5, 4, and just a reminder: top 2 build were used, but exact year, and director is still available. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna start with Mesa.
Hail Caesar.
Joseph.
Hail Caesar. There we go. Hail Caesar.
Eric.
I almost blanked on the name, but Hail Caesar.
No, I saw you not looking good over there. Rick.
Hail Caesar.
Jacob.
It's complicated. Hail Caesar.
And Zach.
Hail Caesar.
Look at that. Our introduction to Alden Ehrenreich. For better.
Well, I will have to say I thought he was the best part of the movie. So
a lot of people will agree. Now, in the matter of how do you feel about him as a whole, we'll see. Your 4th clip.
Get off me!
Oh, yeah.
So with the Hail Caesar one, I knew everything. I knew the year, the directors, the cast, but I was blanking on the name. What's
the irony. The one
seen it.
you needed the most.
Fuck.
Yeah, I didn't need any of the lifelines.
I need a hint on this one.
Okay. We have exact year or director.
Exact year.
Your exact year. Uh, 2021.
I'm so glad the director was not used.
Right?
Dude, listen, I'm coming up with the biggest name block. Literally, I know
That's
what
Eric was just talking about. Hail Caesar. So
Yeah.
I understand.
I know what it is. I'm trying.
I am gonna have to give you.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
3,
Just go to me now.
2, 1. Okay. Mesa, officially, what's your answer?
1960s babe.
I respect that. Joseph.
Last Night in Soho.
Fuck. Damn it.
For 1 point. Eric.
Yeah, Last Night in Soho.
1 point. Rick.
Last Night in Soho.
That's another reason why I picked it. I'm like, so many people just forgot about this movie. Jacob.
Why did Edgar Wright turn Matt Smith into a creep? Last Night Soho.
I really love this movie. Sheldon.
Oh, it's really good, but
Last Night in Soho.
I'm glad you guys got it because again, it's just a forgotten movie, and you guys got it pretty good. So I'm happy.
Look, it's not a forgotten movie. Like I literally forgot the name. Like I'm like fucking God, Jesus Christ, you know? It's like grabbing the name. I'm trying to grab it in the air and 1960 Baby.
What is
You know,
it called?
you know, 1960 Baby is like whatever, you know.
All right, and your final clip of round 2.
Here's the twist. Turns out he's a 50-year-old midget. He only looks like he's a kid. The joke's on us.
It's really good.
Another clip that was hard to just narrow down 15 seconds.
if
Like
you
the
would've
concept
kept-
of how I go about
going.
putting these together isn't that long unless I'm very picky of like, damn it, I want a specific concept in there, but I'm like, no, you can't get the entire clip. Some parts won't make sense if you don't get the entire thing, so you gotta have to pick and choose your babies. What were you saying, Jacob?
I was just saying, if you had kept that going a little longer.
Yeah, exactly. It gets weird. 5,
Oh, you have no idea.
4. I have an idea.
Or you do. Or you do.
2, 1. We're gonna start with Sheldon.
Babylon.
Whoa, you just call me baby? Jacob.
Damien Chazelle's Supremacy, Babylon.
Rick.
I love this movie so much. Babylon.
Glad I'm not alone. Eric.
Same.
I actually haven't seen it. Babylon.
Dude, you got it.
Really good.
Yeah.
Not everyone agrees, and I
was
think
gonna
that's
say-
weird, but it's great. Joseph.
The Voodoo Mama track is my favorite track in the movie from the past few years, Babylon.
Yeah.
And Mesa.
The movie is pretty meh, you know. Babylon.
See, Mesa, to think I was giving you chances all day, you're ruining them. All right, after round 2, Rick, Eric, and Joseph tied at 16. Jacob right there at 15. Mesa with 13, even though in his mind he's going to want to put an asterisk on this, but hey, put an asterisk on your internet. And Zach Sheldon gets him up into double digits at 10. Moving into round 3. Round 3's theme is going to be gambling. Gambling is going to be the theme. All right, round 3. Oh, I don't want that. Don't make noise. Oh, there is no noise. It's a clip. Haha. All right, pick. All right, your very first one. And our last clue is exact year. So that's all we have left for the next 2 rounds.
You mean director?
Director for the last 2 rounds. That's why we edit and post. And that's also why I keep Joseph around.
Post game, Henry, I think I have a suggestion for the hint scoring.
Okay.
If you would like to hear my 2 cents.
Is it something I can hear now, or do you want to save it for later?
Yeah, I think maybe if you get your answer in and like drop your pen down before,
So lock
like,
in. That's
somebody
what
asks for
they
a hint,
mentioned in the first game, and yeah, I'm totally down for that in the future.
because that's a way like to get a little point buffer. Like last
Yeah.
night in Soho, if we wrote it right away and dropped
Yeah.
our pens, and then Steve asked for a hint,
It's probably the
he would-
third way to balance out
Yeah.
the this one and the other one.
Just
So
a
I'm
thought,
definitely,
though.
definitely down for that. At least to try a game with
keep
that.
track
5,
of that.
4, 3, 2, 1. Shelton.
Vegas Vacation.
Jacob.
Vegas Vacation.
Rick.
Mr. Papa Giorgio, where would you like your car? Vegas Vacation.
Eric.
Oh, I put National Lampoon's Vegas Vacation. I don't know.
Oh, show off. Joseph.
I also put National Lampoon's Vegas Vacation.
What a Joseph thing to do. And Mesa.
I think
I
it's
wasn't
just
sure
called
what's the
Vegas
whole
Vacation.
title.
I think it's just called Vegas Vacation, but sure.
It is just called
They had
Vegas
dropped
Vacation.
National Lampoon by that point.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I will say, I think this is
Not
the
elite.
best of the franchise.
See, I am due
What?
for a rewatch, I will admit, but that is I already feel like that's a wild statement.
Yeah.
Haven't
I
seen
mean,
any of these actually.
Christmas and the original, I think, are
Yeah.
definitely top
I only
tier.
saw it once, and I was on, quote unquote date, hashtag not paying attention that much. But let's just put it this way: I don't remember liking it that much. Round 3, pick 2.
I'd say it's better in European, though.
haven't seen European. It's the only one I haven't seen because I've even seen the remake / reboot / sequel. This is probably going to be the hardest one of the entire match.
That's a good choice, dude.
Thank you. When I decided to pick this movie, I was like, this is the shot I had to use.
Gonna have to use director. Sorry.
All right, that is our final lifeline of the night, and your director is Paul Thomas Anderson. I know he's got a big filmography, guys, so it's gonna be hard to narrow down which one that could be. By the way, shout out me for the PTA Full Metal Random that I crushed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For 1 point, start with Mesa.
Hard 8.
Joseph.
Hard 8.
Eric.
Thankfully, it helped. Hard 8.
See, that's why we lifelines are there, guys. Rick.
Hard 8.
Jacob.
Rest in peace, Philip Baker Hall. Hard 8.
And Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah, so both, and Zach.
I never heard of that movie, so the only one I knew of was Boogie Nights.
I respect that. It is his directorial debut. Hard 8. 1996. 6? Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Your next one. Ooh, this one's gonna be interesting. Ooh, excuse me. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, TGIF.
So I'm a FedEx delivery driver, and I always, because I make salary, so I always come in essentially when I want, and by when I want, that sounds like a weird, like a jerk way to say it, but it's more of like when I get up and like I try my best to get in there whenever. But like at the end of the day, it's not a big deal. But today we had a meeting, and I got in at the same time as everyone else, and then I worked, came back, and I was literally one of the first trucks back in the entire building. So I made a Snapchat, and I was like, they always talk shit of like, oh, well, you come in wherever you want. But like, yeah, when I come in the exact same time as you guys, I embarrass you. 5, 4, 3. Sorry, I sound like Joseph there when he talks smack in trivia. 2.
I guess you could say you always deliver.
I always deliver. They don't call me the postman for nothing because I'm not a postman. 1, pens down. Shelton.
I think this movie is a little overrated. Rounders.
Oof. Okay. I'm due for a rewatch, so we'll see. Jacob.
I recognized it from Matt Damon's hairdo, Rounders.
Dude, I tried my best to still have him in the shot without also making it obvious. Rick.
My favorite movie of all time, Rounders.
Oh, Matthew, if you'd have got this wrong, loser.
Yeah. I would have.
And it was Matt Damon, but I put Ocean's 11.
Oh, see, yes. It is also gambling, so that's fair. Joseph, I doubled up on 90s because I'm a dick.
I still have to see it. Rounders.
It's due for a rewatch, so I can't give a full opinion, but apparently it's Rick's favorite movie, but his also opinion doesn't mean much. Boom, roasted.
Rounders.
I'm just kidding. Rounders is correct. Due for a rewatch. I do mean that because I only seen it one time, and all I can remember is John Malkovich accent when it's like,
Mr. Son of Bitch. And Edward Norton plays the perfect asshole.
All right, and your next one. This might be the second hardest, technically, behind the Hard 8 one.
But I like where your head's at, brother.
Thank you.
This is an underrated movie.
Oh, that's almost as. Once again, I only saw it one time, but that's almost as bad as Zach's best Vegas Vacation of the vacation. Like I just
for
rewatch.
As bad.
No, that was. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll call a spade a spade.
I honestly don't want to call this movie back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are going to start with Mesa, though.
Well, it's The Gambler. The Gambler.
Remake. Joseph.
I was wondering if you were going video store on us by putting The Gambler in here.
In gambling, in the category of gambling.
Yeah.
I mean, I did put a Chevy Chase clip in gambling's words in Vegas Vacation. That's fair. Eric.
No, I forgot about it. I put gold.
I'm proud of you. Rick.
The Gambler.
Damn it. I'm actually mad that you guys are getting this one because the movie's not great. And I'm a Mark Wahlberg stan. Jacob.
Also starring bald John Goodman, the gambler.
Exactly.
Once was enough.
And Sheldon.
I didn't have anything.
Yeah, I'm actually more proud of you guys for not getting it right. It was, in fact, unfortunately, The Gambler. All right, your final one in your penultimate round, as they say.
The only thing I remember about The Gambler was that Mark Wahlberg lost a lot of weight. That's all. The only thing I knew about that.
Oh my God, what's this?
The only thing I remembered about it was the fact that at the end of it, when I saw it years ago, 10 years ago, almost at this point, that I was like, why didn't I like that? And like, I'm a Mark Wahlberg stan. It makes no
Oh
sense.
my God, what is this called?
Maybe it's especially bad.
Hey, Rick, you want to hear a funny story? That's the point of the game. Telling me what it's called. Because it's called Pics and Clips, and this one's a pick. You guys are crushing it right now, by the way. So after this, my small group of friends that are not as good at movie trivia, they're not going to do as well. And I'm going to talk mad shit. Be like, you guys suck. Because it's proof that these aren't that hard. 5, 4. But it's behind the scenes, so it's not mean. You know, whatever. 3, 2, 1. We're going to start with Zach.
I feel like I have to write something down, even though I don't know. I just said casino.
Jacob.
First shot of the dark in the match. The card counter.
Rick.
Yeah, it's the card counter. Paul Schrader, Tiffany Haddish.
All right, we don't need all that.
Ty Sheridan.
I forgot about the card counter to put no sudden moves.
Yes. I put Oscar Isaac clearly in it because I knew people were going to forget about it. Joseph.
To paraphrase Zach, no blank boards, Molly's Game.
I even got Joseph. Woo! Mesa.
A Paul Schrader joint.
Yes, and I got Mesa. Let's go. Hold on. Someone clip that out. That's we need to put that in the fucking record books right there. Yes, it is in fact the
Or
card.
don't.
No, we're putting that in the records book. Just that little 10-second snippet of Joseph and Mesa getting it wrong back to back. And it's not being mean to you guys. That's just how great you guys are. The fact that we're highlighting your wrong answers. With that said, at the end of round 3, even with a miss, by the way, shout out Jacob takes a 1-point lead. He is at 24, but Rick and Joseph are tied at 23. Mesa with his asterisk match, he's at 20. Eric at 19, and Shelton at 14. Going into the final round and your final set of clips. These are going to be fun. These are 3-hour plus movies. 3-hour plus movies.
Like Kryptonite.
Exactly.
And all the lifelines have been exhausted, right?
Yep, no lifelines. Yep. So this is even game, winner take all. Because it's the final round, I'll remind you, if anyone wants a repeat, let's just not abuse it. But, you know, they're only 15 seconds, not the end of the world. And as promised, we are way under an hour because that's how I roll. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sheldon.
The 10 Commandments.
Jacob.
Ramming speed. Ben-Hur, 59.
Rick.
Ben-Hur.
Eric.
That is Charlton Heston in Ben-Hur.
Joseph.
Ben-Hur.
And Mesa.
Ben-Hur.
See, and that's the thing. I had Ben-Hur, and then I thought it was Ten Commandments.
That's a bummer.
They're both from that era.
Fair.
It's over 3 hours too.
And that's why I didn't feel too guilty. I'm like, it's not. I'm not saying it's a dead giveaway, but also like, some could have that same exact reason. Your second one.
This must be your friend Noodles.
Noodles, say hello to Mr. Minaldi.
Hey, Noodles, how are you? It's very nice to meet you. But you don't have to call me Mr. Minaldi like he says. I like my friends and people I...
Anyone who knows the answer, good choice on this clip. This one was actually really hard to decide where to go with this one. Don't worry, guys. I don't need any confirmation of my business. 5.
No, can you repeat the clip?
Yeah.
This must be your friend Noodles.
Noodles, say hello to Mr. Minaldi.
Hey, Noodles, how are you? It's very nice to meet you. But you don't have to call me Mr. Minaldi like he says. I like my friends and people I...
And just another thing for future, if anyone ever wants to do any of these, with the clips, the point is to do the 15 seconds, give it like an extra second just to like let it sink in and then get it off screen, because you never know if just looking at the clip alone might give something away. Just to be fair of the clip portion of that's the whole point of just watching it, not studying the outsources. And that's me as a player. I'm like, all right, I want everyone to be fair, but I don't always want to say it as I'm playing because then I sound picky. Like, set the precedent now. 5, 4, and it also tries to remind her, like, hey, someone write some of these. I want to play too. 3, 2, 1. Mesa.
Once Upon a Time in America.
Joseph.
Hans Zimmer's favorite film score of all time. Once Upon a Time in America.
And Morricone would be happy to hear that. Eric.
I almost put Mean Streets because John De Niro, but I remember it's not 3 hours long, so I put Once Upon a Time in America.
Hey, sometimes the themes help. Rick.
Yeah.
Once Upon a Time in America.
Jacob.
Once Upon a Time in America.
And Zach.
I didn't get that. I just guessed a Bronx Tale.
That is fair. Bronx Tale. Pretty good movie. All right. Your next 3-hour film. This one's going to be interesting.
He taught you that black was a curse, and you believe that. Did you ever look up the word black in a dictionary? For what? Did you ever study anything that wasn't part of some con? What the hell for, man? Come with me.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to start with Zach.
I don't feel confident, but I just guessed Fences.
Jacob.
Malcolm X.
Rick.
Malcolm X.
Even without the glasses? Good job, guys. Eric.
You gotta know your Spike Lee joints. It's Malcolm X.
No hints. No. There was no lifelines there. Joseph.
Only Denzel movie I knew that's over 3 hours long. Malcolm X.
Sometimes also context clues. And Mesa.
Malcolm X.
So I did that one on purpose because that's the only like scene in the movie where he doesn't look like Malcolm X because of different hairstyles and being in jail. And I was like, let's see if you guys have enough context. You guys did a fantastic job. I'm proud of you guys. All right, your penultimate one for the entire game. Oh yeah, these next two, I'm gonna have a blast with these.
Me from the game show. I lent you my celebrity, my name, exactly. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. I paid you. I paid you. I gave you a fucking chance and a chance over and over. You let me down. I trust you with so much.
With the Malcolm X one, the way the frame is like shot in the last few seconds of the clip like really helped. Like that's the way Spike Lee does.
Hey, sometimes also being a nerd helps too, just in general.
Yeah.
Can I get a repeat, please?
Absolutely, because I'm always wanting to show that clip again.
Donnie Smith from the game show. I lent you my celebrity, my name, exactly. Fuck you. Fuck you. I paid you. I paid you. I gave you a fucking chance and a chance over and over. You let me down. I trust you with so much.
Joseph, as someone who's I think knows this, is that a good clip while also not being super easy or super hard at the same time? Is that a good medium? Yeah. And just like watching that clip, like if you've never seen that movie or if you don't recognize that clip, you're like, holy shit, that's an awesome like clip. And that's another thing with these. Like, show off some cool clips with also not being softballs. And that's these next two are some of my favorites for whatever reason. 5.
Now careful, because that can also be a hint.
No, I'm not talking about movies. I'm talking about what I picked tonight. Of all the selections I picked tonight, these are two of my favorites that I've just picked tonight because
Oh, okay.
As a writer, which not technically writing, but as a creator. 3.
As a game show creator.
Yeah. 2, 1. But also as some of my favorites. But shut up, Joseph. Mesa, they didn't know what you were talking about. No, that's not what I was saying, though. That's not what I was saying. But also, it just happens to be both. Joseph.
Magnolia.
And Eric.
Yeah, the fact that he mentions the game show gave it away. Magnolia. If you have seen
it. That in there, so it's not super hard, but also like if you don't know, you don't know. Rick.
Yeah.
Magnolia.
Jacob.
The lead was fun while it lasted. Casino.
Ooh, uh-oh. Going into the final one. That's wild. And Shelton.
I guess Quiz Joe.
That is fair. It was, in fact, Magnolia. So we're at an interesting scenario here. Jacob, if you get it right and Rick or Joseph doesn't, you win. If Rick and Joseph both get it right, you tie because I don't have any backups. Fuck. So shout out you guys for tying. But this one's not easy, so I'm also happy with that one. So your final one of the night.
Getting any pussy with that thing or what? Yeah, man, of course, Let's bring some of them chicks around here sometime, huh? Let them watch. Let them watch. You know what I mean? Hey, Zip. Tell your sister I was asking about her. Would you bring me a pair of her panties next time you come through?
Good choice.
Thank you. Because when you hear the answer, you're going to be like, really? If you don't know.
But
I need a beer, so let's end this.
Can I see it again, please?
Absolutely.
Getting any pussy with that thing or what? Yeah, man, of course, Let's bring some of them chicks around here sometime, huh? Let them watch. Let them watch. You know what I mean? Hey, Zip. Tell your sister I was asking about her. Would you bring me a pair of her panties next time you come through?
Punisher's on hard times, huh?
They're not all easy. The universe was like, fuck you, Mesa. 5. 4. I and it's not gonna affect the end result anyway, but I have a feeling he knows it. 5. 4. And he's gonna be super pissed he didn't get that one because he would be in contention to win this. 2, 1. We're gonna start with Zach.
I think I got it wrong again. I guess Pain and Gain.
Jacob.
Said The Irishman. I wasn't even close.
Rick.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Eric.
I also said Pain and Gain.
And Joseph.
I wanted to put Pain and Game, but I'm like, is that really 3 hours? So I put The Wolf of Wall Street.
And your winners. It is The Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh,
Let's go. Well, the final score of 33 for both Rick and Joseph.
High five, Joseph.
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys crushed that. And Jacob, unfortunately, at the last minute, just gave away that lead, but it showcased that, hey, you know your stuff. Because that's what the fun thing about clips and picks is there's not much data studying. You know, you're not reading encyclopedias. You're actually watching movies, and that's another reason why I like these games. It showcases the fact you actually watch movies. Eric, not too far behind at 27. Mesa's at 28, but the internet didn't want him to show his answer to be in the 30s. And Sheldon, unfortunately, only at 14. But overall, you start off strong and then kind of just luck of the draw. Let's start off with Rick. You hit me up personally to be on this, and you backed it up. What are your thoughts on what you seen tonight and just how you played?
No, I really, really enjoyed the format. Like I said, I definitely would love to do this again. And what a friggin' tough match, man. There were high scores galore, and Jacob had that lead, and Joseph and me were tied, I think, 95% of the game. So it was a fun match, man. The card counter thing is going to drive me crazy because I knew the director, I knew Tiffany Haddish. I think Ty Sheridan's the other guy in it. And I'm like, I picture the scene in the prison. I was like, what is the movie called? But a tie, I'm happy with the tie. So
absolutely. Joseph, I know you do your own thing on your own time, so you don't get to play as much. But what are your thoughts on just oof? I don't know who that was. What are your thoughts overall?
I'm also happy to tie because like it's a win in this format, and
facts.
Yeah, I enjoyed revisiting a bunch of these clips and revisiting playing another trivia match. It's always fun for me. Yeah, I hope to maybe appear on the future episodes.
I always have the call outs, and it's never first come to first serve. So I'll try and put a group together that has bangers like this one. Jacob, like I mentioned, had the lead for a decent amount of the game, lost it unfortunately at the end, but that's just how it goes sometimes. What are your thoughts on your performance tonight, and what one is going to kick you in the butt the most? Which one clip or pick made you spot yourself the most?
The Johnny Mnemonic one from the first round. It was like, when I heard Keanu, I was thinking there's only a few movies that he wears a suit. It's John Wick or Constantine. I hadn't heard of the Johnny Mnemonic, whatever it's called.
I haven't seen it, but I heard it's not great, so that's fair.
I've heard it was bad, so I haven't seen it. But that's on me. But Rick, Joseph, congratulations. That was very well done. I was so close, but I'd love to be back on so I can actually win this time.
I definitely love and respect that. Mesa, with your asterisks of a game, played great. You played definitely better than your internet did. How do you feel?
Yeah, my internet sucks big balls, so that's big. Yeah, that's what it is. It's I love playing this type of game. Just maybe gonna have to probably play in my car for the rest of my life when it comes to playing. Holding.
Don't turn it on and don't close the
playing
garage.
This type of game. It depends on what type of.
Definitely, absolutely.
Oh no, yeah, for sure. No, it's outside. I'm not in the garage, so we're all good on that. Now the environment might kill me, but I'm good. No, man, it's a good. Internet gave me the asterisks here, so I'm looking hopefully next time around with a better internet connection and a better strategy because my phone died on me, hence what happened. So that's what it was.
Hey,
yeah, and I didn't have time to get the cord, so I'm like, fuck. That's why I'm kind of like, you see, like it's throughout the game when you guys were talking, I'm like, fucking let's fucking go, okay, cool. That's what I was like in my mind. So.
No, I definitely I understand that. Some unfortunately internet-based shows, that's how it goes.
Bye,
Eric,
everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Eric, as someone who, as always, you're still new to the community, but you're showing off that you're not a bum by any stretch of imagination. What are your thoughts on your performance tonight and playing against some good competitors?
I already knew it was going to be a great game with a great panel. Like everyone here really knows their stuff. I'm really bummed I missed the Wolf of Wall Street. I was so confident about Pain and Gain. I don't know why I haven't seen that one. I have seen the Wolf of Wall Street, which is a shame.
Don't watch Pain and Gain. It's awful.
I love Pain and Gain.
I gotta watch Michael Bay because he's a Criterion Collection certified director, Michael Bay. I'm not really bummed about missing The Gambler because I don't really go out of my way to watch bad movies. The only really good movies I didn't watch today were Life. I heard it's pretty good.
Yep.
And I don't know the card counter. I like Paul Schrader's First Reform. I really like it.
People either really love it or people think it's mid. So I'm definitely still curious, but I haven't seen it either.
Yeah, but I don't mind. I haven't seen it. I don't need to watch that. I really need to watch that more Paul Thomas Anderson, because I was really glad to get Magnolia, because I only seen it like twice, but I really love it. So I was like, oh, I know that one.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's always a lot of
last-
fun playing in your games, Henry. So, sorry.
As always, thank you. I appreciate having you all the time. And last but not least, Zach, didn't have a showing that I know that you're not going to brag about, but you're also not one you're not going to feel bad about at the same time. It's definitely sometimes just how it goes. What are your overall thoughts, and what are your thoughts on the concept of the game?
I mean, I like the concept of the game, and I always like to have fun and be competitive. It was not a good showing. A lot of ones that, like, a lot of movies I hadn't even heard of, but I would like to come back on and redeem myself. So
Absolutely, it's kind of the point of these types of game, no stakes. So just like A said, obviously we want to mix it up at the same time, but it's not league based. People are just gonna show up whenever they want, random days. So with that said, my name's Henry Confidential. Make sure you check out everything Mesa's doing over Mesa Media. Make sure you check out everything Rick's doing down to movie. Make sure you check out Jacob. Cam. What's your channel's name?
It's called Ryan Cam. Just look up at Ryan Cam 20. That's the link for
He's
everything.
reviewing all the Saw movies right now. So if you're a huge Saw fan,
the review for Saw the final chapter just dropped today.
Yeah, I did see that one. So make sure you check out everything he's doing. Make sure you check out everything Joseph's doing when he's allowed out of the robotic station or wherever he's trapped. He's Cyborg. And make sure you check out everything that Eric and Zach are doing. Make sure you follow Zach on Letterboxd Movie Fans and Eric Spoiler Lord on YouTube. Henry Confidential. This was Pics and Clips. Latest, Gators.